Hi, I'm Justin Kogo. Thanks to my good parents and grandparents, Cynthia Amos, Ethan Amos, Percy Amos, John Kogo paying child support, good sister Haley Hester, and good me, Justin Kogo, doing good in the 5th grade when I was 11 years old in 1995. I was doing good, coming to Parkside here at the Montclair Park in Montclair, playing with my little model airplane. Playing with my little model. And I was playing with my little model airplane. And I was going around and getting good grades, extracurricular activities, other stuff. Boy Scouts, karate, even my cousins were in Boy Scouts. We were doing good, and we weren't even thinking of bad. We were having a private family conversation at home, nothing bad. My mom's doing good, my mom having good grades, grandparents helping out, Percy Amos, Youth Amos, dad paying child support. We were doing good. So we were then having a private family conversation at home, where we're talking at home, and we had to go a couple times to talk to therapists. We weren't going around and having big crazy times. We were going around like and just talking with our therapist, talking with our counselor, and then keeping the rest of the conversation in private. We weren't going around and having any big crazy outbursts. So we were talking at home in private, but then we were going to our counselor and therapist and child protective services and talking, and then coming back home. We weren't having like outbursts with our neighbor, and we weren't having any outbursts with our neighbor. I talking at home with my mom, I wasn't talking with any other random stranger. Talking at home with my mom, I wasn't talking with any neighbor. And then talking at home with my mom, we weren't really even talking with other relatives. So we were keeping the conversation that we're having in private. And then we were going to our therapist and counselor. So, then we said, there's a Sally show on TV. It said, hey, if you're having something going on, you can come and talk. So we were talking in private, but we had the ability to talk. We weren't going outside and having crazy outbursts. The Sally show goes and instead of trying to talk to us, I walk in the Sally show, and I'm just not going and starting any bad, right? I'm just reacting to my mom, and we're having a conversation in private. Walking in the Sally show, we're able to talk, just talking in private. As we walk in the Sally show doesn't even try and ask us anything or talk to us. Walking in the Sally show, we're just having a couple chats with our counselor, but we're not having any talks outside of our private space. So we're able to go inside the public space of the Sally show and just not start any crap. I might have been talking to my mom at home, but I wasn't talking to my next door neighbor. I wasn't talking with the guy across the street. I wasn't talking with a random person down the street. I wasn't talking with my aunt or uncle about the same thing, right? I was just talking to my mom at home. And then I was able to talk to my mom at home and then keep that in private. And then we were able to have that private conversation at home and then go out and talk with our counselor, therapist, and child protective services. So walk into the Sally show, we were able to talk, and we were keeping what was going on in private. At that time, I didn't know going up to a random adult and starting crap. On the Sally show didn't even try and talk to us, and the Sally show didn't even try. On the Sally show didn't even try and talk to us, and the Sally show didn't even try and. On the Sally show didn't even try and talk to us, and the Sally show didn't even try and ask us a question. The Sally show went, and the Sally show said, little kids, they didn't ask us anything, they didn't try and talk to us. The Sally show pulled me as an 11-year-old away from my mom, and they told me to go and act bad inside the television studio. Well, they took me away from my mom and told me to act bad inside the TV studio, and there's nothing but adults, mostly adults in there, and cameras. So the Sally show didn't try and ask us anything or talk to us. The Sally show pulled me away from my mom where we were having a private conversation and didn't even bother trying to talk to us. I was able to talk. They didn't even bother trying to talk to us. The Sally show pulled me away from my mom and said, we want you to go act bad in there, inside the studio full of adults. The Sally show pulled me away from my mom again, took me further and took me outside and where I was only having a private conversation with my mom at home or in the hotel. I wasn't going outside of my house and even really talking with any other stranger. The Sally Show says, little kids, come outside. And they take us outside, and they tell us to go and be bad for the camera outside. I never play with drugs or alcohol. The Sally Show tells me, little kids, go and play with some cigarettes. So where we were able to talk, we were talking with our therapist and counselor, and we came back home and we were talking in private. We weren't having any big public outbursts or anything. The Sally Show didn't try and talk to us. The Sally Show said, act bad behind your mom's back inside the studio. Go and act bad, little kids, outside the studio on the street corner, and little kids go play with cigarettes outside on the studio on the street corner. The Sally Show left us like that, causing mayhem between me and an 11-year-old and a group of audience members. Well, I was able to talk. I wasn't unable to talk. I also wasn't the starter of any bad. So I wasn't having a bunch of experience going around starting bad. I was just kind of in the conversation, the innocent variable. So the Sally Show starts a bunch of mayhem and then leaves us like that. I come home, I get beat up in several ways. My good mom's got me in honor roll and extracurricular activities. My grandparents, Percy and Steve Amos, got me building model airplanes, extracurricular activities. My dad paying child support, helped me get into karate. So we're not just sitting around like, oh God, we're fighting our neighbor. Oh no, we're just talking in private at home. The Sally Show doesn't even try and get to know what's going on. And the Sally Show says little kids come and act bad in several ways, inside and outside our studio. That's how the Sally Show left us in 1995. Them starting mayhem where we could have talked, having a private conversation could have talked. They're starting mayhem now. And do you think I could handle it? Like, am I really acting like that? Oh no, they shut me down on stage. I went out and acted the way they told me to act. Oh, I got shut down right away. So I'm probably obviously not acting like that normally. And then I went home, I got bullied and beat up a couple times. I didn't want to go get bullied and beat up a couple times, right? So I'm probably not going and wanting to act like that. So the Sally Show did bad and left us like that in 1995. Michael Bolden showed up the wild card, wanted to be friends, but he only wanted to go and do what he was doing. I had never met him before, so there's no reason to think of him. Eventually, I would have forgotten about my childhood and moved from California to Oregon, knowing zero people, thanks to Sally doing bad, and then wild card Michael Bolden, Michael Bolden wanting to be friends, but he didn't want to. He wanted to be friends and regularly go and just. Go and do his own business work. Go and talk with Sally. Go do his entertainment work. But he didn't want to come by my schools. He didn't want to come by my relatives' houses or Thanksgiving Day celebrations. He wanted to go and have a one-on-one friendship where it was like he was on his own adventure spaceship going to Mars. He didn't want to come by my 6th grade class, 7th grade class, or on. He didn't want to come by my family's houses. He wanted to happily go out and have a one-on-one friendship, but he started that after this TV show, so where's he wanting to take that? He just wanted to kind of continue to have a one-on-one friendship. So I needed to go to school. He wanted to continue to have a one-on-one friendship. Michael kept on coming by to have a one-on-one friendship with me when it's like, oh God, I need to go to school. Michael wanted to have a one-on-one friendship with me and just kept on egging me and my family on, kept on coming over. My mom's not calling and my grandparents aren't calling. Michael kept on coming over, having one-on-one friendship. And then Michael didn't want to come to any of my schools. Michael didn't want to come to any of my family functions. He just wanted to have a one-on-one friendship, and then he wanted to have a one-on-one friendship, and then who knows what his intentions are. He didn't say. So he left us like that. He wanted to have a one-on-one friendship, and he left us like that. So yeah, Michael just kind of wanted to go around one-on-one friends, and here and there go to church or go around his friends, but he didn't want to come by regularly to my elementary school or junior high school. He wanted to go have a one-on-one friendship, but he didn't want to come by my, family's houses or family's celebrations. So Michael kind of wanted to have a one-on-one friendship behind the scenes. He's working with Sally and the entertainment industry. So What did Sally do? I totally forgot about, as I'm severely traumatized. They're taking a little kid who they don't even ask anything to and saying, just go start acting bad behind your mom's back in the TV studio towards random adults you never talk to. They're taking me from, I'm talking to my mom, but I'm just reacting. I'm not the instigator in the conversation. And I'm talking to my mom, but I'm not even trying to start that. And I'm not going and even talking to my next door neighbor. I'm not starting random conversations with random people on the street. So I'm not the fire starter. The Sally Show saying be bad in her studio towards random adults and be bad behind your mom's back for the camera outside. And Michael Bolton's working with her and the Jacksons and others, and who knows what they're doing. Obviously they're doing entertainment work to keep that going for it, but Michael didn't want to come by my family functions or schools regularly. He wanted to come right to my house regularly and have one-on-ones. That's what they did. Me and my family were getting good grades, doing extracurricular activities, and able to talk. We talk with our therapist, talk with our counselor, and we even talked with Child Protective Services over in downtown Oakland, and came back home. We weren't talking with any other random stranger, and we had the ability to easily talk. We're living in a busy city, so we're easily able to go around others. The Sally Show didn't even try and go and have a conversation. And Michael Bolton, working with the entertainment industry, just wanted to have a one-on-one friendship, covering up for the Sally Show. And that's how they left us. Sally Show saying act bad in 1995 in multiple ways without even trying to get to know what I at 11 am talking about with my mom. I don't think I really even talk with my next door neighbor. So they may as well take a little match that was, lit and set off a nuclear bomb inside the Sally Show. And Michael Bolton did entertainment work, but I don't think I ever saw him at one of my schools or one of my relative houses. He just wanted to go around and do entertainment work, but I don't think he was at any of my schools or relative houses. And it's hard to remember, right? Him going and doing entertainment work and playing there is keeping that going good, as the Sally Show completely fucked up and took us from 1 to 1,000. So who knows what they're thinking? But me and my family, me and my mom, my grandparents, we're not even starting a random conversation with our next door neighbor, let alone a fight or argument. Me, Justin Kogo, good. Cynthia Amos, thank you, she's good. Percy Amos, good. Youth Amos, good. Dad John Kogo paying child support, good. Sister Haley Hester, good. Aunts and uncles, good. Amos Kogo Hester's good. And of course the Adams Moffat Jenkins, they're probably not taking little kids and throwing them to the fire. That's what they did to us in 1985 here at the Montclair Park, where I was building little model airplanes. I wasn't starting any random fight out there. I eventually couldn't go and walk. I eventually couldn't go to school and really go to school and sit in class. But after the Sally Show screwed me over. But I'm not. Even after the Sally Show motivated me to be bad. I wasn't just going around trying to do bad. I sat at home building model airplanes, focusing on that, trying to do my extracurricular activities, and wasn't thinking about doing any bad. But eventually, after the Sally Show giving me that insane motivation in the fight, that was too traumatizing to even think anymore in school. The Sally Show did that in New York City, New York. That's how they left us in 1995, 1996, 1997, and with Michael Bolton. And with Michael Bolton,